CamNuggets is a commentary YouTuber who blew up over the past couple of months through covering the MrBeast drama. He has created a staggering total of 51 videos attacking MrBeast. Now, in my opinion, CamNuggets is a prime example of a YouTuber who has a narrative he wants to push to his audience at all costs. He has no actual interest in investigating the truth behind the MrBeast allegations, he just wants to come at MrBeast with as many dishonest videos and plausible theories as humanly possible, cause that's what benefits his channel at the end of the day. Now, recently he has been exposed for some questionable behavior by members of the commentary community, which I do want to briefly touch on. However, I have not seen anyone talk about his manipulative response to the new information about MrBeast by Soggy Cereal coming out, so I decided to focus on CamNuggets' insane dishonesty and biased reporting throughout specifically this month in today's video. But before we get into it, I just want to quickly mention that YouTube Studio tells me that the majority of people watching this aren't actually subbed to the channel, so if you enjoy my videos then please subscribe, it would absolutely mean a lot to me. Anyway, back to the video. Now, CamNuggets started out as a regular topic commentary channel. He would upload average quality commentary videos very frequently, always just giving his opinion on whatever controversy was going on that day, and he did experience moderate success, with most of his videos reaching at least a few hundred, if not a couple of thousand views. His channel ended up growing to around 3k subs through these topic commentary videos. However, this small accomplishment would soon be completely blown out of the water once he released his first video on MrBeast. Now, obviously we all know about the MrBeast allegations now, but a couple of months back, CamNuggets became one of the first ever people to publicly speak on it, which brought a lot of attention to his channel. His first MrBeast video reached almost 50k views, and he followed that up with even more MrBeast videos, some of them gathering 300k to 400k clicks and a lot of positive feedback. This essentially boosted his channel from just a few thousand to well over 20k subscribers. This is where CamNuggets made the conscious choice to start milking these allegations in order to make his YouTube channel relevant, cause he would go on to release over 50 videos on MrBeast, with nearly all of them being heavily critical of Jimmy. Now, I am not a MrBeast supporter by any means, but CamNuggets literally painted MrBeast in the worst light possible, often covering completely untrustworthy allegations just to further damage MrBeast's reputation and gain an audience of his own. For instance, he pushed the obscure claim that MrBeast and his crew were stealing underwear from contestants. He claimed MrBeast stole $1.7 million from Thai Ore, which in my opinion is a complete misrepresentation of what actually happened, and he also stated that Beast Games needs to be shut down, which again, I'm not a fan of Beast Games, but at the same time, outright shutting down this show where people win life-changing amounts of money surely is going too far. Also, he famously made a whole video about MrBeast getting reported to the FBI and framing this as some sort of serious development of the story, when in reality anyone can report someone to the FBI at any given time. Like, I could file an FBI report against Jimmy Donaldson right now if I wanted to, so this just came across as really unserious. Now, I am not a defender of MrBeast by any means. I think he's wrong on some aspects of the drama, but not all of them. But regardless of what you think of MrBeast, you have to admit that CamNuggets reporting feels extremely biased, and overall this is just low quality content in my opinion. I mean, he's reusing a lot of thumbnails and talking about the same topics over and over again, and most of these videos are adding nothing to the conversation at hand. Again, he's free to upload whatever he wants, but by that same logic, I am also within my rights to criticize the quality of his uploads. Now, this milking of the MrBeast allegations did get him connections to some of the people directly exposing MrBeast, and it led to his channel becoming moderately successful. However, at the start of November this year, CamNuggets' already questionable reputation further collapsed after commentary channel Toastify decided to create a Twitter thread against CamNuggets. Now, I'm quite fond of Toastify and his investigative work. I think his channel is definitely going somewhere, and his thread absolutely did not disappoint. He ended up dunking on CamNuggets in absolutely hilarious ways. Now, he starts out by writing, "We discovered more desperate Gooner-esque content from CamNuggets, an anti-MrBeast commentator who recently had his Discord dating profile leaked." Now, Toastify then goes on to show a massive log of just embarrassing DMs, which I did have a great time reading through, I'm not gonna lie here. Like, this is pretty entertaining, especially since he did pair these DMs with old clips from Cam's first commentary videos, and it did really create some absolutely amazing moments for me.
But in 2023, mommy takes a new meaning. When you see characters like Gloria from Modern Family, Rio Morales from Spider-Man, Miles Morales or Across the Spider-Verse, and Yennefer from The Witcher, it becomes rather easy to understand why you would call these mommies exactly that. All beautiful ladies, all mothers. The only problem, they can't dominate you.
Yeah, I'm really questioning the point of some of these videos. Maybe him making MrBeast expose slop isn't that bad comparatively. Now, Toastify dove into CamNuggets' hobbies and interests, which literally boiled down to women and video games, showing a few pictures of his room full of just these video game merch items and of course his cosplays at conventions. And man, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from just looking at these pictures. Now, I'm not gonna judge people's lifestyle, but why is this guy who spends all of his free time in dating discords and cosplaying as Doctor Strange if he only showered like every 6 weeks, out here creating videos making fun of people online? That does seem like a bit of a throwing stones in a glass house situation to me. Regardless though, I'm not here to make fun of CamNuggets in any way. I think everybody is free to live their life however they want to, as long as they aren't actively hurting other people. And also pretty much everyone in the commentary community already ridiculed him, so I don't need to like dunk on this guy further, even though he again didn't make himself look any better by responding to this with clarifying that his interactions on the dating discords were between consenting adults, which just made him look so weird, because people weren't saying he did anything without consent, people were just calling him weird and making fun of him. But regardless, I hope I set the scene for you well. I've explained how CamNuggets milked his way to fame and how he pretty much lost all favor within the commentary community soon after. Now let's dive into his terrible response to new MrBeast evidence coming out and disproving some of the claims he himself pushed. Alright, again, I want to clarify, I'm not a massive fan of this soggy cereal video right here. I do think it leaves out a lot of key context and it's a bit disingenuous and features a few very untrustworthy claims, but at the same time it did provide some decent proof debunking certain allegations, and I don't actually blame CamNuggets for his response to Soggy's video directly, because Soggy heavily implied that CamNuggets is basically a predator in this video.
It's not a good look when your friend CamNuggets is revealed to be watching minors spread their assholes on Discord.
This is just absolutely horrible framing by someone who claims to be an investigative journalist in my opinion. I mean, I do dislike Cam, don't get me wrong, but this does make it sound like he's out here like participating in illegal activities and should be arrested, when the context here is literally that someone joined into Cam's Discord call and started exposing themselves, which led to him leaving and reporting it to the staff team. I don't think he did anything wrong there, and Soggy would have been way better off just calling him like a disingenuous loser instead of trying to frame him as someone predatory. I do think that's a massive mistake by Soggy, and I do blame him for it. Now, CamNuggets basically responded to this, calling Soggy a scumbag. I mean, it's a personal attack and he doesn't go into actually debunking the rest of the video, but I do think it's a fair response considering what Soggy did. But where Cam went wrong is by failing to address the aftermath of this video. Now, the Soggy video did directly debunk certain claims that CamNuggets himself pushed. Now, to be fair, some of them were already debunked before that, but Soggy was the one that brought attention to everything to the mainstream with his video. Like for instance, the context behind the hiring of Delaware. Now, this specifically is a claim CamNuggets directly pushed in one of his videos, so I definitely feel like he should clear this up for his audience. However, he really only made one video referencing the possibility of that claim being false and then just went right back to making MrBeast exposed videos, like MrBeast just got debunked, MrBeast exposed by Reddit, Beast Games gave a contestant brain damage. These are all the same old anti-MrBeast videos, and he's just failing to address that some of his old videos have outright been debunked. Now again, I'm not a supporter of MrBeast, but surely there's a clear lack of integrity here, and it's become obvious to most of his audience that he doesn't actually care about finding the truth. Because for the past 2 months his channel has essentially been flatlined because people have woken up and started unsubscribing, since CamNuggets mostly refuses to talk about ongoing developments of the situation whenever it's something positive for MrBeast. Again, I'm not saying he has to talk about every single new update, but when you have made 51 videos criticizing MrBeast, launching basically every claim against him that you could, I would expect you to at least like cover the new updates, or at the very least like unlist a few of your videos that have been directly debunked and write like a pinned comment explaining why. But Cam is just basically refusing to say anything. This becomes the most apparent with the most recent development of Jake Weddle crashing out on Instagram, writing questionable statement after questionable statement, making terrible claim after making terrible claim, and of course we must not forget the terrible defense video his girlfriend released. Cam's response to this is to go ask for the full context and all links on Twitter, presumably so that he could make an update video, but he then just never says anything about it and never releases a video. Highly likely because it just doesn't fit with his narrative of attacking MrBeast, and I do honestly believe that if Soggy Cereal ended up writing Instagram statement after Instagram statement, CamNuggets would be the first one to make free videos about it, but he just doesn't with Jake Weddle because he's got an agenda to push. That's why he would rather focus on the claims of this, to be honest, quite untrustworthy looking woman claiming she got brain damage from the Beast games. Now again, I want to make it very clear that I am not a fan of MrBeast. You can confirm that by looking at my backlog of videos covering this drama. However, it's obvious to me that CamNuggets has zero interest in reporting ongoing developments of the MrBeast allegations properly and accurately. He just wants to do what will get him the most amount of clout, and I for one am glad that his supporters are finally waking up to it. In my opinion, he has failed to properly inform his fans of the updates that came from Soggy Cereal's video, willfully ignored some of the most important updates regarding MrBeast in order to save face, and he has shown a clear bias against MrBeast in his reporting. This makes CamNuggets one of the most dishonest commentary channels on YouTube, and no, him writing "don't take anything here seriously" in his bio absolutely does not excuse him spreading misinformation. He just wrote that there to avoid getting sued, and this is why I heavily dislike CamNuggets. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like in the video, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, write your comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.